Hey everybody, welcome to Ben's Bricks Design. I am your host, Ben. Welcome to Sunday night. We are going to do some designing tonight. I hope that's all right with everybody. I did not get any new Lego to build, and Beth is watching some Simpsons, so we are going to play this by ear. So, I hope everybody's having a good night. I didn't set up an alert for this, so we'll just see who joins and who doesn't. So, last week we did... Oh yes, no beers tonight. I'm just going to do a little bit of a screwdriver. I don't even know how... I didn't put that much vodka in it. Don't know how much I'm going to drink. Just kind of something to have in the background. So, last week... we worked on... Oh my god, what? Beth!
Huh?
What is she barking at?
I have no idea.
Hi, Dallas. So last week we worked on the Braha'tok Gunship. It's a Dornian gunship. And this is where we left it off. I'm also going to be working on... if I can open it up here. I want to redo, if everybody's been watching the Mandalorian, the Razor Crest. I did a little rework on it. I want to give it a little bit more of a cargo area here. So, because it's a little taller than this. And I don't necessarily like this front end. I like that piece, but you know, we're not going to worry about that now. So anyway, so that's what we're going to be working on tonight. Hope everybody has a good night and we can just jump right in here. So I think we're going to finish up the Braha'tok-class first. I had some ideas about cleaning this area up the other night, but I think I'm just going to kind of finish it. So we can pull up a image of that. And if you can't hear in the background, Kaylee is not happy with whatever's going on in here. I think it may be that she's in her crate and she can hear a voice from the other room and she's just not liking it. So, but the only other option is to have her running around playing with Allie and just barking all over the place and everything. So, nothing I can really do about that. I'm going to tell everybody that we're streaming. I am now live on my channel, it says. I wish I could do a sharing. There we go. Give me 1 second. So we're up to episode 3 of The Mandalorian now, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but the latest episode was very cool, and it kind of sets the pace for the rest of the series, because the first part, and again, not for those who haven't seen it, I won't really say anything, but if you thought the show was going a certain direction based off the first 2 episodes, it kind of flips it in not an unexpected way. So it's a lot of fun, and I can't wait till next week. All right, so we left this with the engine compartment, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of images of what the back looks like, so we're just going to have to kind of it looks like all the engines are up top, right? It's got maybe 3 engines. Yeah, so I mean, it looks, this is a whole lot of different kit bashing by the looks of it. This is a pretty good shot. That's a really good shot, actually. So let's just kind of go off of what this is and do 3, and then the back end sort of slopes up, and maybe some greebling on the back end. So we'll build this out on the top here. And I can't tell if it's level with this wing. It kind of looks like it is. Yeah, it looks like it's level with that wing. So first thing we'll need to do is extend out a little bit. So let's do maybe a 2x4 plate. Where's this going? Oh yeah, he's sitting on that. Can't move that out at all. Oh, you know what would be great right there is a 2x2 inverted. And then we'll greeble up this underside here a little bit. This ship doesn't look like it's got a lot of greebling underneath, or it doesn't have a lot of stuff underneath it. It's very smooth. I guess depending on the model you get, because it looks like there's several different models to choose from. All right, so let's do, this will be pretty easy, 1x2 or 1x1 clips. Clip. It's a Glenn Copeland sighting. How are you, Glenn? So I don't know if that's going to make it enough, because these are, the side engines are pretty big. I think I want them to be a little bigger than that. So let's see, do we want them 2x2 round? Could always do this with the technical pin. That's great to hear. Don't know how to fix that. I do know that I want to do it's a pretty good shot of the engines right there. Yeah, I don't think I want them to be that big. So let's go back to the clips. Let's take a look at that clip. I think I could beef them up just by having raise these up a little bit. Oh wait, you know what? So, as just having something here to talk about while this is going on, I have a what's up, Claire? Found that Travel Man is on Hulu, and I'm very excited about that. It's one of my favorite British shows, and I've never really been able to see much more than a couple clips on YouTube and whatever. I've never been able to see a full episode, and not more than a couple at a time, without using a VPN or something to get into ITV or BBC or Channel 4 or whatever it is. So to have it on Hulu was really nice. How much is this one? 14 cents. Is there 14 cents? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, see. Come on, man. Let's take a look at that, Glenn. Well, okay, so there's this new piece too. This guy. 1 by 1 by 2/3 no stud curved top. I mean, look at this sexy beast. I didn't know this piece existed. So I thought about just doing this. And then having the other one back here, but now I've got to figure out how to hang that off the back end there. Oh. But yes, that is a good part. Well, the side engines are actually bigger, I think. No, the big one. Okay, yeah. So that is a little bigger. Because then I can get rid of these. And what is that? 1 by 2 by 1. No stud. There we go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's do that. And instead of this guy, we'll do brackets. Put that way over there. Sometimes I feel like my mouse or my software is just weird. It's just off. Like it doesn't snap into place very well. Hello? Follow? Open. Okay. Haha, they come in trans orange. 9 cents for open stud trans orange. Nice. So then we can do... Yeah, so the pilot, because I don't have, in my small window of Googling, I didn't find anything with a Dornish captain or a Dornish commander or a Dornish anything, really. I think they exist in the realm of literary only. There's probably descriptions of him, but I wasn't able to find it. So I was like, well, he's an alien, and he's some sort of captain. So until something better comes along, that's the placeholder. So these guys are great if I wanted to do... something like this, but it wouldn't hold up very well. And I don't know that that would look... I might just do some cheese wedges up there. I think these just may just be too big, and there's really nothing I can do on the either side of those. Nope, don't like that. I'm okay with that. Nope. Nope, that's too big. That doesn't have a hole in it. There's no way that's 12 millimeters. Well, I wanted something a little bit. Man, I like these for engine blocks. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think they're measured by that, are they? Yeah, I guess they are. That might be a little big. Do I go 3? Yes. Truncated. All right. Oh, now I got to finish this up underneath here. All right, so this sloped up, and it had some gun mounts on it. All right, let's see. Seems like a very large butt. Two by two round plates, two 1x2 jumpers, and a cheese grater. So, let's look at what you're talking about here. Are you talking about that middle thruster? Round plate. And then 1x2 jumper. And a cheese grater. 1x2 grill. I'm going to slope. So I think I got you, but where would you put it? Right here? I like cheese graters. I don't use them enough. The image that I'm looking at looks more like a door, but I may have scale way off. You mean the back end of it? Or the thruster, that last little thruster component up here? Because, okay, so here's the thing. This thing is like, it's not a very well known on the bracket with it. Oh. Bracket with a 2x1 round brick is. You mean like that? So that instead of the third engine? Oh, I see. Yeah, because I haven't been able to find like a back end. I see what you're talking about, like right here. Yeah. So that's what I've been trying to figure out is I can still have this big thruster up here, but then just pull this back end out a little bit. But like every version of this is different. Like I don't know what. I don't know which one is, there's not really an official one. Yeah, that doesn't look great either. Yeah, and I like having this giant third engine here too. So I think I'm going to stick with that. And then I can do something underneath. Whoops. What happened to the bar that was in there? I hope that's still in there. But then I can put something underneath here with these wedges if I can figure out how to do that. Or with the cheese graters. I also don't want it to get too much longer because it's already kind of long for a microfighter. Where's my cheese wedges at? That's not too bad. $118 parts. It's pretty high end, but I like it. All right, I'm gonna call this one done for now. Dornian, what is it? Braha'tok-class gunship with my Dornian captain. So we'll just save that one. And let's move to the Razor Crest. Now, the Razor Crest. I had the super fortunate experience of like getting this done and thinking it was kind of awesome, and then I posted it on a Discord channel saying, "Hey, new microfighter that I did from Mandalorian," and someone is like, "Yeah, that's pretty good. You should try to change it in these certain ways, and like this." And then they posted an image of this guy. His account's called the Trending Brick, and his microfighters are very, very good. And so to have somebody say, "Yeah, that's pretty good, but it should look more like this other guy's design," it's like, yeah, you know what? Thanks. It's like, that's a great painting, but maybe you should learn to paint more like this guy. And I'm like, ugh. So here's some issues with this design. First of all, the engines need to be a little, kind of offset up instead of like straight out. So I need to try to bring these up. And also there's not this break in them right here. So I need to figure out how to do that differently. And I have a couple ideas. So we'll try that. Also, it's a much taller, I keep trying to turn this as though you can see it. It's a taller. That's not too bad. I think I built it up since I've last done this. And the guns are a little not as bulky, so I might try to redo those. And this has got to go. This looks more like a. This front end is a little more like a. It's an actual piece or something in there. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try to figure that out. I think other than that, I think it's all right. It's hard to tell from this angle, but yeah, I think that works out okay. I almost want to move him back so I can put these guys up here to give it that more. There's something a lot of the other guys who are designing microfighters don't do that I do every time is I put these little. I won't put the stud shooters in there, and I won't put the flick shooters or anything spring-loaded bits, but I do like this little thing as kind of a, hey, it's still a microfighter. So first thing let's look at is this front end. Because it's not, the window is, I think the window is fine. In fact, I might change it to that instead. But now I don't know what to do with this front end. Oops. If I want to do anything on that. Well, you know what? What do these have on the bottom? They do not have a pole. Yeah, that looks pretty good, except where is it? I do not want it to be. I know this is going to be a ship after a time. I really dig this song. This is a good one. Yeah, he changed it. It's not this one anymore. I wonder if I can find it. Because basically I want to not use... I don't want to use those ingots if he's used them because it'll look like I'm taking from his designs, which I don't want to be. I don't want to log in right now. And it sucks having to kind of go through this, but yeah, he totally did. This is such a sweet design, too. I don't like how big the engines are, but I mean, that's kind of the look, you know? He did a really good job with that. So anyway, but, you know, back to what I'm working with. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. That's pretty good. This back end, too, is also got this swoopy kind of that thing on it. I'm not really sure. I think I need to change that, so we're going to fix that a little bit. Not really sure how to do that yet. Go-to is going to be brackets. Actually, these don't come in face-up versions, do they? They do not. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of chibi a little bit, but I think microfighters are inherently chibi. That's kind of their nature. So it's not supposed to be perfect, it's just... Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Hi, Connie. Oh, yeah, it very was much more, like, super exaggerated. Still didn't take away from the fact that that guy's a really good designer. Alright, that's much better. Alright, so I like that now. Alright, so the next thing is these guns. This was cute, but I think this is too bulky. So let's figure out something else. You know, my standard is just these guys. No reason not to have them, right? They come in black? Of course they do. All right, slightly better. Go with that for now. All right, these engines need a complete overhaul. Let's just go ahead and take this off. So this is how they were attached, and it's bulky, and it's... Yeah, this is an amazing part. I'm so happy when this came out. I think that was on my short list of things to get from Lug Bulk. I was like, oh, doing these microfighters, I'm going to need 1,000,000 of those. And you can stick Technic pins on the front of these, and just those Technic pin bar things. It's so great. All right, so I want these to be raised up a little higher, so I don't think I'm going to use... hello, Legend 55561. Thanks for coming by on the Mixer channel. So if you're just joining us, I am redesigning the Razor Crest microfighter that I have previously done, but I feel needs to have its engines raised up a little bit, and I have an idea on how to do that, but I need to get rid of some of this stuff first. I like the structure that this wing provides, so I want to keep that. But it needs to attach, like, and I have an idea of just using these on some jumper plates or something. What's up, Michael Rollman? What's up, Dad? How are you doing, man? It's good to see you. So I'm wondering if I could do 2x2, so now I'm just back to like brainstorming alignments and just kind of throwing stuff out there and see what sticks. Jump it. Because at this size, this connection right here will hold up pretty well. As long as you don't overload it, it'll, you know, it holds it fairly well. That's not a perfect solution. In fact, I would almost rather have 2 of these. But then you have to put in like, I think at least 2 plates. So what are y'all Thanksgiving plans there, Dad? Going to New Mexico or Vegas or anything? Yeah, but see, by this time now, it's too big. It's already too big. And it's not the right shape. These aren't terribly big engines. Yeah, I thought about that too. That's initially, when I was first doing this, that's what I wanted to use because it's got this nice kind of conical thing on the back end. That it just seems very simplified, you know? And maybe with 2 of these up in front. Is there a good overhead shot? That's a pretty good shot. So it does pretty much line up with with that one wing, but it seems like the whole thing is on that pontoon. Yeah, there's a little bit coming off the back end here. Most of it lines up with that front. So I mean, if this was scooted up like about here, that would work. could almost do, since I have to have a plate in here anyway. Nope. No, it won't work. I don't know what I was thinking with that. I was actually thinking one of these, but it doesn't have a back to it. Or one of these old ones, because it does have a back to it, but these things are huge. Because then I could just put this thing up here. But I mean, that's gross. I don't necessarily want that tile either. It'd be great if I could do a wheel in front of it. Like this would be perfect. Oh, and of course it doesn't come in anything but black or white, so I really can't use that. Yeah, Jalen is just, and is the trending brick, is that Jalen, the trending brick? I'm gonna look him up. I don't think they're the same guy. Oh yeah, he's done a Razor Crest, but yeah, his official Razor Crest is really effing awesome. But I don't think he's the same guy that does the Microfighter ones. The trending brick guy. I think that's a different guy. The trending brick guy and I talked briefly about like microfighters and, you know, getting businesses and getting our stuff built and whatever, and I don't think it's the same guy. Jalen was the guy who was at Brick Fiesta with the giant layout of the First Order ceremony with the hanger and everything. Which, to be fair, I did give that build a lot of crap because I've just never been into the look how many minifigures I can buy and put on some base plates model building. But, you know, whatever. That's not me. But, you know, he got onto Beyond the Brick, and he's, you know, he's just a prolific model builder, and that's fantastic. I just had an idea. Of course that doesn't fit exactly. Of course it doesn't fit exactly. What did he do? What did he do for San Antonio? I didn't see. These droid bodies need to come with axle holes in the top. I guess they can't. I mean, I guess they could. But then needs the friction from this thing to hold onto the legs. Oh. Alright. Oh, the big, the crate attack with the battering ram and the ATM-6 walkers. And the ski speeders and all that nonsense. This is going to take me the rest of the night to figure out. Because I'm trying not to think about that other dude's design because his stuff was big. Like his stuff was these, it wasn't 4x4, it was like these. I mean, it was like really big. Which I just think those are too big. But I just remembered something. These might be perfect for the back end. So if I can remember to use these, but nothing else is this size. What is that, a 3x3x2? Yeah, nothing comes in 3x3 round. So, but that would be a really good size right there if I could get 3 more, you know, get some of these. I don't know. Pipe dream. And these don't come in any color that I could use. God, it's almost like this is built poorly on top of it. I mean, it looks where the joints are on that engine. It's like these things would get ripped off. That doesn't seem secure at all, you know? But I mean, this would be kind of perfect if it just sat like that. And then I could do a... Yeah. Anyway. So I almost want to use see if we can find it. I think it's ratchet. Oh, but that's a cool little minifig tool I could use for some stuff. I bet that fits into oh yeah, look at that. Hang on. Alright, well I'm going to keep both as an option because that's pretty cool. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, that works out pretty nicely. What are those parts called? It's the knee joints from the AT-ATs that are like, it's a disc with the bars. I can't, they're hinges, but it's hinge, lift arm. No. Lift arm. Mod? Nope, okay. It's, and they're click hinges, but they're not called click hinges. They're called like ratchet hinges. or joint. Arm joint. Yep, there it is. So these, I cheated with a build for. Uh-oh, did I hang up? Am I still? What's going on? Stop streaming. All right. Thought I locked up there for a second. These I use these for the Naboo fighter, so you could put these two together and have the body. This wasn't my idea. Somebody did this, and I thought it was brilliant. So you can do this, right, and then you can join them and have the body out like that, and have these two like thrusters on either side. It's not a bad idea. The problem is they aren't exactly. They're lined up in the middle, so it'd have to be like. You'd have to have it like this, and then figure out how to attach those on the body itself, and then cover that up. You know, and then figure out how to like make. But I mean, that 3x3 cone would work great on this. You just stick a axle through there, and then build out the front. It's worth looking into. But then I'd have to replace all this. And most of this would then go into figuring out how to cover this up so you don't see those. So, good idea. As my old theater director would say, nice idea, not this show. So we're just back to working how to attach 2x2s to a flat surface, other than this. And there's really nothing else. I mean, these are pretty cool. Could attach those onto something. But there's no way to attach it to the front of anything. There's nothing to... You can't put that on the front of anything, or anything on the front of that. Which one of these is... Oh, yeah. So I guess... Oh, what a great... That would be perfect. That's too big. That size is too big, though. That's way too big. I'm not opposed to having that. Actually, it'd probably be more like this guy. And not the, if I were just to keep this, that would be better. What's up, Lisa? Miss Lisa, Mom Lisa, almost soon to be at some point Mom-in-law Lisa, ma'am. Beth, your mom is on. Bethany says hi. Oh, this is frustrating. Helps if I could spell. Oh, just grokked where you're sitting. Hi, UT Tower. Oh, yeah. UT Tower. Yeah, front room of the house. Front door. Walk right here. I mean, you can see the Statue of Liberty and the Mack truck, and over here is all the building area. Where I haven't been building anything, really. Ordering parts for my Megacore magnetizer. Stuff. I need these in white, but I don't have any, so I got to order a couple of these. Do. Well, this is going to take some serious brain power. I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Three. Of course, it doesn't come in a color I need. God, what color do wheels come in? They don't come in any color. Flat silver. All right, I'll take flat silver. I feel like this was in the portion of the unreleased Tron Legacy soundtrack. Oh, it just won't attach anywhere. What's up, Matt? So close. But not really closer at all. It's almost the exact same level as the old engine. Slightly better. Like, it needs to sit like... like much higher up there. I don't know how to get that. Alright, well, let's do this. Let's get it to where I want it to be. Get rid of that. Makes it too big. Alright, now that's good. Now I have to figure out how to get it to be attached. There. Not above doing this. Yeah, magic. Well, right height. Just needs to be farther back. And that's gross. But good building thing for like making pipes and stuff. Different. We're gonna build all together. Get a little further over. I mean, I could do... Yeah, it should work. That's pretty gross. But it's the right location. I think I'm going to call it a night. I don't know what to do with this yet. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out with me, whoever was here tonight. I appreciate you spending your Sunday nights watching the exercise of frustration. I will not be here Thursday because it'll be Thanksgiving. So I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. If I get a chance to do some streaming, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday or Friday or Saturday or something like that, I'll post something up on the Discord or the Twitter or Instagram. Just keep an eye on out for stuff, and maybe I'll put an alert out on YouTube. So you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, Glenn. Bye, whoever else is here.